Hi, I'm Summer. Welcome to So You Want to Choose a Major. Deciding on a career is a lifelong process you'll revisit and revise many times, so don't worry if you don't know what you want to do right now. Seriously, take a deep breath and relax. The unknown is understandably stressful for everyone, and I remember the anxiety that I used to feel when I thought about my future. I definitely recommend taking some advice from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't panic. Keep in mind this is an opportunity to explore and learn, so you may as well enjoy the ride. Everyone is trying to decide what they want to do right now, and it'll take longer for some people than for others, but ultimately almost everyone will return to this process multiple times throughout their lives. Some of your friends may think that they know what they want to do right now, but well over half of all college students change their major at some point. And even if they do graduate in their first major, they might go to graduate school or take their first job in a path they never envisioned when they started college. And even if they start their career in what they chose as a college freshman, that doesn't mean they're going to continue on it. Most people change their careers at some point throughout their lives as we grow and we change and become different people, and as does industry. Many people are in jobs today that didn't exist when they were 18. As we age and grow and have new experiences, we change in fundamental ways that influence the kind of careers that we want. A man who loves being a lawyer, working 60 hours a week, may decide he wants a more flexible schedule when he decides to have a family. Energetic young professionals may decide that they get tired too quickly to continue to be event planners as they age, and promising computer science students may decide that sitting at a desk for 40 hours every week just isn't for them. Choosing a major is not the same thing as choosing what you're going to do for the rest of your life. You're going to have many different jobs, and you're not going to be stuck in any one field because of a decision that you make when you're a teenager. You may feel like you're behind right now, but trust me, you aren't. You're exactly where you need to be in order to figure out your next steps. There are countless successful people who have wandering career paths. Ask any adult you know about the story about how they ended up in their current position, and odds are it's not going to be a direct A to B to C path that started when they were 18. However, it's still important to take this decision seriously, where you should expect to change your career multiple times throughout your life. It's going to be easiest after college if you're trying to transition into a field that you have some experience with from your undergraduate days. This is a decision that you should take seriously and put proper effort into, but it's not going to be the be-all end-all for what you're going to do for the rest of your life. I'm going to try to teach you some skills that will help you make this decision in a more thoughtful and intelligent way, but it's best to just remember to listen to yourself and that this is a process. And this is a process that you will go through multiple times throughout your life. It's these skills that I'm going to take you through over the next few episodes in a hopefully entertaining and informative way. The goal for today was to make you feel less anxious about being undecided. This is an exciting opportunity to explore and a perfectly normal part of life, so just try not to stress so much. Next, we're going to do some episodes on the different things that you should learn in order to make an informed decision. First up is self-knowledge, because it's generally helpful to know what you like and who you are when you're deciding what you want to study. Then there's educational knowledge. What colleges are you thinking of applying to? What kind of education is required for the field of study you're considering? If you're already in college, what kind of majors are offered there? Finally, there's occupational knowledge. It's basically answering the questions, what do people actually do in these jobs anyway? And what will your work day or your work week consist of in those positions? Once we have explored those, we're going to learn some basic decision-making skills to help bring all that knowledge together so you can move forward. Throughout this series, I'm going to be assisted by some fictional undecided students, much like you, but much more like me. 1, 2, 3. They all have different personalities, interests, goals, and levels of indecision, and they can help us explore some of the different ways that people experience being undecided. Just remember that there's no such thing as a typical undecided student. It is a process. It is not a feature of your personality. The undecideds all have some things in common, but you'll quickly discover that they're all very different people. Also, as part of this series, there will be homework assigned each week, including a journal that you'll keep as you go throughout the process. This week's assignment is simply to begin this journal. Reflect on the following questions. Why are you undecided? How undecided are you? Do you have no idea, or are you struggling with choosing between a few options? What fields do you definitely like? What do you definitely not like? Pick a page of your journal and list all the fields of study you are currently considering. We'll continue to update this list as you move through the process. Simply add new ones to the list as you learn about them and cross them off as you realize they're not for you. You can also create a definitely not list for fields you have no interest in or job deal breakers you realize. A great way to decide is through simple process of elimination, so don't be afraid to select by deselecting. Obviously, I won't be able to check to make sure you're doing your homework, but I encourage you to do it anyway. Everything that I ask you to do, I really do think will help you. So use your best judgment and make sure that you're putting the amount of effort into this process that you think you need to. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of So You Want to Choose a Major. I hope you continue with the rest of the series. Just remember, don't panic.